a gentleman whose business has been growing very rapidly in the East African region. So without further ado, I would like to share the screen and get our presentation going. My name is Pascal Lolo. Betty and I live in South Africa. We've been in this business for over 29 years now. And if you're a guest, this presentation is designed for us to explore what Neolife is and to give you an idea on what we do. So the idea is for you to become our business partner. And before you become a partner, let's explore what Neolife is. What is Neolife? Neolife is a company that started in 1958. But before that, just a brief history on Betty and myself. We started this business for a very simple reason. We wanted to make an extra $200 to supplement my salary as a civil engineer. When Betty and I arrived to South Africa from Kenya, we were looking for a better life. At that time, we had 3 children. Our third one at that time was 8 days old. And you know, when a family is growing, the needs of the family grow faster than the salaries if you're employed. So we wanted to earn additional income to support us, my salary, or to supplement my salary. The other challenge we had is when we came to South Africa, most of the schools were dual language schools, English and Afrikaans. And Pretoria being predominantly Afrikaans speaking, it was very difficult for Betty to get a job as a teacher because that was her background. She's a trained science teacher. So she couldn't get a job. I remember she had sent her CV to the only English-speaking schools in Pretoria looking for a job. And one day she said, I've looked for a job long enough. Let the job come and find me at home. And 2 weeks later, a friend of hers called her and asked her if she'd like to start a business from home. That's how we got started. We've been blessed. Our business grew to many countries. I was able to leave my employment in September 27th, 1999. Since then, I've been full-time in the business. So let's look at Neolife as a company. What is Neolife? Neolife is a company that started in 1958. It was founded by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, as a teenager, had very serious asthma, and his mother, being concerned about his health, gave him some natural remedies. And when he recovered, Jerry thought that maybe there are other people who are having serious health issues due to poor nutrition. That's when the dream of Neolife started as a business or a company. And since then, that is 67 years ago, Neolife has moved to so many different countries, and we have been pioneers in what is called cellular nutrition. What is cellular nutrition? Cellular nutrition is the idea that nutrition occurs in the cells. That is what you put in your mouth. Nutrition is what your cells get. So the company, when it started, did a lot of scientific study to find out how did good nutrition enter the human cells. That's how we became pioneers in cellular nutrition. We've had 100 milestones in different areas. Milestone achievement, first in product development. We've got very unique patented nutrition manufacturing processes that no other company in the world has. We've also had milestones in terms of scientific research. Neolife was the first company in the world to have a scientific advisory board whose duty was simply to make sure we've got the best nutritional supplements in the marketplace. Then we've had some fantastic stories, exciting success stories, both in the business side and secondly, in the product side. We've got very many customers who've experienced very good results after using the Neolife products. And some of them have been customers of our products for over 30, 40 years. We've got this all over the world, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in the Americas, all the areas where Neolife is doing business. We've got really fantastic stories. But what has kept Neolife going for all these years? What has kept us going? We believe in some basic fundamental principles that has kept our company going. And there are 5 corporate principles which we think are very, very important. First is absolute honesty and integrity. Simply means what the company says is what they do, and what the promises that the company makes in terms of product development is what is available in the products. Integrity is simply doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. The second corporate principle is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Why? Because these people are the ones who make the business function. Our customers, our distributors, the staff members that are employed by the company, and the public in general. The most important element of our business is people. The third principle is products that work. Because of the nature of our business, that is, our business, we get customers who are approached on a one-on-one basis. That simply means that when you deal with a person on a one-to-one basis, you need to give them products that actually work. Because if they don't work, they simply go to somebody else. So the company put together a group of scientists to make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. The fourth principle is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody who starts this business starts exactly at the same level. Man or woman, old or young, 18 or 81, whether you're a doctor, a university lecturer, whether you're a plumber, an engineer, a housewife, anybody who is serious about the business is going to be successful, but everybody starts at exactly the same level. And then you need to have a long-range view. That simply means when you start the business, initially have a 2 to 5 year horizon. That means within a period of 2 to 5 years, if you follow the guidance of your mentor or the guidance of a leader in the business, you will achieve financial independence. After that, you can evaluate your business again. So you need to have a long-range vision. These are the products we have in our business, or the products that Neolife manufactures. We've got products that make you feel better. Which are those products? The health supplements, the ones at the center of the screen. We've got products to help you with to regulate your blood sugar level, products to make your brain function better, your joints function better, products to strengthen your immune system. We've got products to make you feel better. Then we have products to make you look better. These are the products, these are the skincare range of products, the nutrients products, hair shampoos, hair conditioners, 100 body lotion, moisturizers, cleansers, the whole range of products that make your skin look better. Then we have products that help you live better. That is, wherever you live, you need to have a clean environment. We've got products to clean your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilets, your tiles. Anything in your home that needs to be clean, we've got the products for you. This is a whole range of products. Now, each market has got slightly different range of products depending on the products which have been registered in that market. Then we've got the Scientific Advisory Board founded by Dr. Arthur Fast. Dr. Arthur Fast was a renowned toxicologist, one of the best scientific minds of the last century. Dr. Fast is one of the scientists who discovered or invented the use of chemotherapy for treating cancer. But he knew that the treatment of cancer using chemo was very, very devastating for the body. So he designed and invented another product called Beta-Guard that helps to escort chemicals out of the body safely. This is one of the signature products of our company, Beta-Guard. And with him, there are different scientists in different fields, food scientists, nutritionists, biochemists, sports nutrition, people who make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. We talked earlier about cellular nutrition. What is that? Cellular nutrition is ensuring that your cells get the right nutrients, and after reactions has taken place, then energy is produced, waste is removed from your cells. The left-hand side of the screen, you have an unhealthy cell. The cell membrane is not soft and permeable, therefore does not take in nutrients efficiently and remove waste. On the right-hand side, you have a healthy cell. The cell membrane is soft and permeable, takes in nutrients, remove waste, and generates enough energy for you to feel better or to feel healthy. What is the solution to this problem of poor cellular nutrition? The product we have is called ProVitality. ProVitality is a combo product made of 4 different supplements. One is called the TreaN, the green capsule. The green capsule helps our cells to absorb nutrients efficiently. It makes our cell membrane soft and permeable. Then we have the brown colored capsule, which is called carotenoid complex. It's made from the red colored fruits and vegetables, tomatoes, carrots, berries, apples, the red colored food. That red color is called the carotenoid complex. Then we have the yellow capsule. The yellow capsule is the fish oil, omega-3 salmon plus. It's made from fish oil, which is obtained from the North Sea because it's the coldest and the purest form. The company does tests on the fish to check for 200 different contaminants before it is used for making omega-3. And then we have the multi. Multi is a green tablet. Multi is a multivitamin mineral complex. And the whole range gives you the ProVitality from those different sources. The other range of products we have is a home care range to make your home look clean. Products for cleaning your carpet, your toilet, your tiles, your cement floor, your dishes, anything in your home that requires cleaning, we've got the products for you. On the screen on your left is a yellow one, which is called Super 10. It's a concentrate that you mix 1 to 10. It means 1 liter of the product gives you 11 liters of the product, of the usable product. The middle one is called Care Solution. Care Solution is a disinfectant. That one you use mix 1 to 50. It's very, very economical and concentrated. In fact, Care Solution would last between 8 to 12 months in a home because you use very little before you mix with water and apply to areas to disinfect. The red colored one is called LDC, the light duty concentrate. The light duty concentrate is a multi-purpose cleaner in the home. In our home, we use LDC for washing dishes, cleaning the bathroom, the toilet. I use it for showering. I use it for shaving. We use it to clean the oven. We use it to wash the car. So one product does about 5 or 6 different things in the home. That means you save a lot of money. Number 2, you save a lot of plastic bottles because these products come as concentrates. One of our star products is something that farmers in the African region really are excited about. In Africa, most farmers are small-scale farmers, means they have between 2 to 5 acres of land to grow their crops. And one of the products that helps us improve their yield is Supergrow. Supergrow is very economical. You mix it 1 to 1,000. Very safe and easy to handle, non-toxic. It's a multi-purpose. You can use it indoors and outdoors, and it's got proven performance. We've got very exciting stories from around the African continent from farmers who use Supergrow. Then we have the skincare range of products. We've got products to cleanse and detoxify your skin. You see, your skin renews itself every so often, and you need something to remove the dead skin and invigorate and cleanse the new coming skin. So you need something also to protect your skin, activate and nourish the skin. We've talked about the company, Neolife. We've spoken about the science behind the products. We've spoken about the products themselves. Now let's look at the business vehicle. What do we do with these products that Neolife has made? We become independent distributors for the company, and we create income for ourselves. So I'm an independent distributor, you enroll with a company, but what do you actually do to grow your business? A very important thing to do is you need to have a dream. Why is that important? Because the dream is what drives you to build your business. When you have a dream, you are likely to face and overcome challenges which everybody in life goes through. Maybe your dream is to buy a new car. Maybe your dream is to travel. Maybe your dream is to build your dream house. Maybe your dream is to be financially independent. All of us have dreams. Some of us don't take them seriously, but some people take their dreams very seriously, and they use this business as a vehicle to make their dreams come true. But how do we build a business? We build a business by doing three things every day. We call them the 3 daily success habits. A habit is something you do on a continuous basis. What is the first thing you do? The first thing we do in our business is we use the products. It's important to use the products for 2 reasons. Number one, you're supporting your own business. Number two is that you're going to speak to other people about these products. They want to know that you also believe in what you recommend. In any case, whether you're in this business or not, you're going to buy cleaning products. You're going to buy something that you use in your home, a consumable product. You might as well start a business and redirect that income that you use every month. The second thing you do daily is you share the products and the opportunity. That simply means you introduce other people to be product users or promoters of the product. But to grow a business, you need to move to the third stage, which is personal development. You do this every day. That means you take time to learn how to be a better leader. You learn about the products. You learn about the business. So you learn how to lead a team of promoters who use and promote the products. Let's see how this happens in practice. This is you register with the company as a distributor or a promoter, and you use the product yourself, 3NN or the Vitality product. The next thing you do, the people who are not interested to be business builders become your customers. In this example, you've got 6 customers who buy 1 bottle of 3NN from you. Now, each bottle of 3NN with 60 capsules has an equivalent of 17 PV or point value. A point value is simply a mechanism the company uses to measure business throughout the world. Because Neolife operates in over 55 countries, the PV system standardizes the measurement of business. So 3NN 60 capsules is 17 PV, whether you're in Kenya, South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, Nigeria, Ghana, anywhere in the world where Neolife is, 60 capsules of 3NN is 17 PV. In this example, you've got 6 customers who generate 102 PV. And if you do that, your income is roughly $30 a month. That's a profit you make from your customers, because people who are not in the business cannot buy. You buy on their behalf and you make a retail profit. The next thing you do is you begin to introduce other people to be promoters and users of the products. In this example, you've introduced your friend, your relative, your neighbor, who register with the company as promoters or independent distributors. They buy directly from the company, not through you, but the company keeps record that you are the one who introduced them to the business. In this example, you together with your whole team, you've generated 1,000 PV or point value, and your income is roughly $300 a month. Then you keep duplicating the process. Eventually, the people, your friend, your relative, and neighbor will also build their own 1,000 PV businesses, plus yours. If you build a business that is generating 4,000 PV per month, you become a director, and your income is roughly $500 to $750, depending on the volume of business your team has generated. The next thing is you train your people, you support your relative, your neighbor, your friend also to reach director level. If they become directors and you're also director, you become a world team member. Your income now jumps to between $1,500 and $3,000 a month. What is the next step? The next step is you keep duplicating the process. You help the people in your group to reach director level. If you do that, you become a president's team member, and your income is well over 6,000 US dollars a month, which is a very exciting income. And it's a business, your initial investment is very, very low, maybe the price of a good pair of running shoes. So at this stage, I want to invite one of our rising stars in the business. This is a gentleman I've known for quite a while. I had the privilege to meet him in Cape Town. I'll make you first a host. Okay. Justus, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, Mr. Pascal, I can hear you.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well. It's been very cold in Pretoria. It's strange to have
Really?
cold weather, but we are excited about the business. So I will leave the platform to you to take us through your story.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope and believe that you are all well. My name is MUHUMUZA Justus, and I live here in Kampala, Uganda. To begin with, I want to start by appreciating Mr. Pascal for the amazing job that they're doing in the East African and African community, in the near life community at large. We truly appreciate your commitment to training us and hosting these meetings every Monday, every Thursday. We truly appreciate. We do not know if there's anything that we can ever do to actually show you that you're really being appreciated for the work that you do. But I hope and believe that you believe in what we say, because you have really changed our businesses. Thank you so much. And thanks to Betty as well. I have been part of the New Life community for a few years now. I started when I was still a young man. I was at the university. Though, of course, those who have been to universities, you all know the challenges that every normal student will go through. At that point, when I got started, I had quite a number of challenges. Starting with my tuition. My tuition had always been a challenge. In fact, by the time I got started, I had just requested for a dead year, so to be able to prepare myself further so that I could see how probably in future I could get back to school. And at that point also, I must say that sometimes even the basic needs were actually quite a challenge to me because of lack of money. Not until then, when a friend of mine sent me a message and said that, Justus, I know the challenges you're going through as a student, because there are same challenges that I'm going through. And he said, there is an opportunity that you can actually work as a student, make money enough to pay your school fees, but also at the same time, you can also be able to live a life of your dreams, courtesy of this opportunity. And the meeting was at Serena Hotel, and that's where the invitation, actually, that's why I was invited to. And to me, of course, being invited to Serena Hotel as a student, I also saw it as a great opportunity because I had actually also never had a chance to be at Serena Hotel. So I managed to attend the meeting. That was a big event. There were quite a number of people, quite a huge display of products, quite a huge display of products, which also really gave me a lot of fears. The moment I saw products, I felt that this was something to do with sales. And to be honest, I was only 6 months old in Kampala. I'd never sold anything. I'd never done any business. I was new. The only people that I knew were only my fellow OBs that we had gone to within high school. So I developed quite a number of fears. Where do I start from? How do I even sell? How do I even get a customer? Who is going to join my team? Just like any normal distributor, I know there are quite a number of distributors here who love this business. They love the business passionately. They love what the business offers. But then when you think about how you are going to grow the business, when you think about how you're going to get customers, when you think about how you're going to build a team, most of us, our brains think, our minds freeze. And because of that, we end up giving up. I thank God that I took that step of faith and got started in the business with all the fears that I had. Even when I got started, the business question was always, how do I even learn? How do I even sell? Because I'd never sold anything. And I even always told myself that I don't think I can sell. I'm not a good salesperson. And that's how I got started, with all my fears and doubts. But one thing that always encouraged me was every single time I had my fears and doubts, I saw very many other students who were successful. Some of them were even driving cars. I saw engineers in the business. I saw teachers in the business. I saw bankers in the business. I saw top-notch government people in the business. So when I looked at all this, I said, wait, if these people can succeed, if these people, on top of the beautiful careers they have, if they can be able to invest and get into this business, then I think I am going to dedicate time to learn how to do this business, which is something that I would want to tell every single person on this call. If you are going to succeed in this business, you need to be ready to dedicate time to learning, dedicate time to attending every kind of training that you qualify for. Whether it is a guest meeting, whether it's a distributor's meeting, whether it is, if it is a manager school, if there's a senior manager school and you qualify for it, please attend. Because there you are going to learn how to build this business. You are going to be mentored. You are going to be nurtured. You are going to be equipped with skills like business building skills, communication skills, leadership skills, presentation skills, customer care skills. Because all these are skills that I've been able to acquire over time. And I have all acquired all these skills through trainings. And the level of success that I have today is because of the trainings that I have gone through. And the level of success I want to in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, it's still going to be dependent on the trainings that I've committed myself to attend. So if you are a distributor, if you are a guest and you're wondering, how am I going to build this? Trust me, you attend every single training, you will learn how it is done. The other thing that encouraged me with all my fears, one was that it was availability of the training. Number two was the fact that I was seeing where I was going and there was no limit. In fact, the number one thing I was told when I got started in the business was to write down all my goals and dreams, everything that I desire. And after writing them down, my sponsor told me that everything I have been able to write down that I want to achieve out of New Life, it has been achieved, and there was evidence to that. And then he told me that whatever has been done, whatever has been achieved out of this business, you too can be able to achieve it as well. And that's how I got myself into this business and committed myself to build this business. Now today, I am a firstborn in a family of 8. And today I am married to Susan Tumuhere. We have 2 children. And some of the things that I've been able to love out of this business is that I joined with small goals, affording to take care of the basics and being able to pay school fees to go back to school. But then the New Life business, as the more time I spent in the business, I kept on learning that even the dreams and goals that I had were too small. I got to learn how to dream. I got to learn how to believe in myself. I got to learn how to dream bigger. I got to learn how to discover my purpose, my vision in life. I got to learn how to become a leader. Today, I'm very happy that out of this business, all my brothers and sisters have been to school. Some are now doctors, others are engineers, others are pharmacists, others have done business courses, and all because of New Life. What a great opportunity. I mean, I joined with just a few, I could maybe even say 1, 2, 3 goals: to study, afford 3 meals, pay my rent. But then my brothers, my sisters have all benefited out of the decision that I made to become part of New Life. Today, being married with 2 children, my 2 children go to the best schools in Kampala. And all the money comes out of New Life. In fact, sometimes I sit back and ask myself, when I was invited, if I sat down and said, okay, it looks a good business, let me go and think about it. And then I never got started, where would I be? Or in case I got started and I never became serious, where would I be? Because joining the business, by the way, does not guarantee your success. The only guarantee that you have when you get started in this business, that this business is going to completely turn your life around, is when you are ready to work. And trust me, I have seen big commissions. I've seen people earn 30 million shillings per month. I've seen people who earn 50 million shillings per month. I've seen people who earn 100 million shillings per month. I have seen commissions of 350,000 US dollars. Now, all that is there. And those are the things that have actually inspired me and kept me around and kept me pushing and kept me going and kept me believing that if I understand this business better and build it better and build it strong, all my goals and dreams are going to come to pass, as my sponsor told me. And you who is listening to me today, I also want to give you the same assurance that whatever dream that you have, Neolife can help you accomplish that dream. I started with small dreams, but today I've been able to achieve quite a number of bigger goals and bigger dreams. I mean, I have been able to invest my money. When I look at how much I am worth today, I am over 1 billion shillings, Ugandan shillings. I know when I talk about 1 billion shillings for the Kenyans, they wonder how people become billionaires. But in Uganda, it's very easy to become a billionaire. You just need to I think that's almost is it $500,000 US? Yes, around there. When I look at how much I'm worth, the things I've been able to accomplish out of Neolife, things that are touchable, things that are visible, over 1 billion shillings that I've been able to accomplish out of Neolife. And I haven't started yet. I keep on looking at myself and say, you know what? My next 2 to 5 years, my next 10 years, they are going to be great because of the Neolife opportunity. I've been able to invest. You know, I remember when I was joining the business, we had a team of young people who had just returned from London, you know, and when they were talking about how the whole experience was, I was looking at them and said, wait a minute. How can I also ever be able to travel? I never believed I could travel. I never believed that one day I could own a passport. I never believed that one day I could also be on the plane going for my next vacation. I didn't even understand the meaning of a vacation. I mean, most of us know going for holidays is coming from Kampala and go to the village for Christmas. That's what people call holidays, you know? So I didn't understand the value of going for vacations, going to sleep in 5-star hotels, you know? But courtesy of Neolife, my first vacation was in Mombasa, and then went to Windsor Canyon Golf Club, then went to Victoria Falls, then went to Johannesburg, then went to Mauritius, we've been in Dubai, we've been in Hong Kong, we've been to, I mean, just a few months ago, we're in Cape Town. Right now, we are preparing to visit Dubai and also then go to Egypt, you know. Those are the plans. When I was getting started, I mean, this seemed impossible. But right now, we are living the dream. So start this business to live the dream. You want to make money, you can make money out of Neolife, and a lot of money. And the most interesting bit about the Neolife money is that there is no limit to how much you can earn. In fact, there is no limit to your level of success in Neolife. You are your only limit. The only thing you have to do is to keep on dreaming bigger, to keep on dreaming bigger. You achieve this goal, you achieve this dream, you set another goal, you set another dream. That's what Neolife is all about. I love the fact that we travel every single year for vacations. And the most interesting bit is you get to travel with your loved ones. I love the fact that every single time I'm traveling, Neolife gives me an opportunity to travel with my wife. I mean, not so many opportunities out there will give you such kind of opportunities, not at all. And most importantly, when your vacations are fully funded by the company, sleeping in a 5-star hotel, enjoying 5-star treatment, all being paid for by the company. I love driving cars. I drove my first car as a second-year student, you know, and it was an amazing opportunity. Today, I'm working on certain projects. And once I'm done with this kind of projects, I want to get myself to a level whereby I wake up in the morning, And in my compound, I have a minimum of 7 cars, and I'm confused of which car to use. That is the kind of confusion I want. And guess what? I have seen not one person, not 2 people, but very many people living this kind of dream, courtesy of Neolife. So if they can do it, I can do it as well. And if I can do it, and if they can do it, you too can be able to do it as well. It's a great opportunity. And then the other thing that I actually love out of this opportunity is that New Life works on the principle that your life only changes when you change someone else's life. So the more lives you're able to impact, the more lives you're able to change, courtesy of New Life, the more money you're able to make, the bigger the level of success that you are actually going to get. Today we have wealthy members on the team, and they are living the dream. They are living very good quality lives that actually inspire me. But these are people that have succeeded. These are people that are living in their own houses. They're driving their own cars. Because I said yes, and I worked with them. I joined the business. They also joined me, and we built this business together. So New Life gives you an opportunity to also change many other people's lives. That's why sometimes I love telling people that I have not seen anywhere money that is so sweet like New Life money. Because the New Life money, you only make it when you have changed other people's lives. I mean, just imagine you give someone like a diabetes package. They have really been in pain. You give them a package, you make a profit of like $100, but also tomorrow, 1, 2, 3 weeks, they meet you and say, my son, I am actually healthy and alive because of the products that you gave me. Now that is so sweet. That is very sweet. Remember, you made that delivery, you made a huge profit, but also on top of that, the person is praising your name simply because you've touched their lives. Isn't that sweet money? I mean, we have very many directors that we've been able to develop. They are earning an average of 2.5 million shillings every month. They are paying school fees for their children. They are paying rent. They are buying cars. They are building. But then it's because we have worked with them. Isn't that very good money? Today, I wake up every day and I put my mind to task to think of how we can develop more people, how we can grow more people to be able to grow and make money and achieve and live a life of their dreams. And while we are doing that, our dreams are also changing automatically. So as I conclude, I like to tell you that New Life Opportunity is one of the best opportunities that you'll ever come across. Whether you are employed, you can join us and we work with you part-time for extra income. And this could even be a very good retirement package for you and your loved ones. You're working and you're not working, but then you're looking for a way to increase and boost your income. New Life is there for you. You can join the team. We can work with you. We can show you. You're there and you love traveling, but you've never had opportunities to travel. New Life can help you travel. In fact, it can give free vacations, and not only for you, but even your loved ones as well. And also New Life gives you an opportunity to even get your relatives, your friends, to also join and make money. Can you imagine? So it's a great opportunity. We haven't started yet. We are just starting, and the future is really great. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope and do believe that you can get started in this business so that we can build it together and be able to change your lives, just like our lives have been able to change as well. Thank you so much, and back to you, Mr. Pascal.
Thank you very much, Justus. At least now I know how to quickly become a billionaire. Your story is really inspiring, and I'm sure the guests who are here just started the business, maybe just like you, who are seeing this presentation for the very first time. But the difference between him and you now is a decision. When you make a decision in your life, things change. Justus, thank you so much for your wonderful story. One of the things Justus spoke about is traveling. If you really want to travel, if you really want to work hard and enjoy traveling with New Life, you go to very many different destinations. Our next trip for people who are really want to build this thing properly is Egypt, to see the ancient pyramids, see the ancient world as it is. So traveling, if you really want serious about New Life. The other thing is training to become leaders. When you reach a certain level in the business, the company takes you for leadership training. In East Africa, the last training was in Mombasa. In fact, 3 weeks ago, even senior managers attended some one-day training as one of the best hotels in East Africa, the Norfolk Hotel in Nairobi. In Southern Africa, the leadership school is normally done outside Pretoria. There's a fantastic place called Irene. West Africa, there are very many venues because there are more distributors there than East or Southern Africa. So leadership school, you're trained to become a leader and take charge of your business or take charge of your life. How do you get started in the business? The first thing you need to do, speak to your sponsor. That is the person who invited you to this presentation. They will give you an application form to fill. If you're in Botswana, you need between 750 and 1,500 pula. In South Africa, you need between 950 and 2930 rand. In Kenya, 9,500, 9,700, or 12,000 Kenya shillings. In Nigeria, 68,000 or 100,000 naira. In Tanzania is 172,000 or 226,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, 250,000 or 290,000 Uganda shillings. In USA, $75. In Togo, 47,000 or 65,000 francs CFA. In Europe, in Italy, is 64 euros. In Ghana, 900 or 1460 Ghanaian cedis. In Cameroon, 61,000 or 76,000 francs CFA. In Namibia is 1,010 Namibian dollars or 2,120 Namibian dollars. This is what you need to start with, your initial investment. If you want to succeed in this business, you need to take charge of your life. The first thing, you have flexible working hours. You determine how hard and when you want to do the business. Don't quit what you're doing at the moment. Because you start this business part-time. 87% of the people in this industry are part-timers, okay? So flexible schedule. You work from home. You don't need an office to build this business. You save money. As soon as you register as a promoter or distributor, you buy the product at a discount. Secondly, as I mentioned earlier, is that our cleaning products are concentrated and are also multi-purpose. They have multi-purpose use. So you save a lot of money when you use our products. Residual income. Residual income simply means the money you earn today is because of the effort you put yesterday. That is what residual income means. And it's a very exciting concept because, you see, if you're in sales or if you're in a job, if you stop putting effort, no money comes in. This business, if you build it correctly, you keep earning the money that you worked for. Quality family time. Most people join this business as husband and wife. About 80% of the people in the business are married couples. And the children see their parents working together to grow their business. They become part and parcel of the business activities. financial freedom, if you really want to know what financial freedom is when you don't have to worry or panic when your salary or your income from different sources stop. That is when you gain financial freedom. In fact, having financial freedom gives you better options. You're able to decide different things. And you become your own boss, you build your own business. I would recommend that when you start this business, make the business your boss. Take it seriously, build it with effort and concentration. Then international travel. If you really want to travel internationally, this is the business for you. Then education of your children, personal development to be a better person. I would like to end this session with a story. A friend of mine who is a priest told us this story, and it made a lot of sense to me. One day there were frogs that wanted to climb a mountain. And they kept on trying to climb the mountain. They kept on trying and they failed. They kept on trying and they were failing. They kept on trying and they failing. But one of the frogs managed to crawl and reach the top of the mountain. So the others were asking, how did he manage that all of us haven't? So they sent a reporter to interview the frog. When they got there up on the mountain, the interviewer, when they interviewed the frog, he realized that the frog was deaf. The message to you, my friend, is this: when you have a dream, do not listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to people who do not encourage you to build your dreams. Do not listen to people who are not going in the same direction as you are going. Remember, misery likes company. Concentrate on your dreams, concentrate on your business. Eventually, you're going to become successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you very much for a guest. Get back to the person who invited you. They will show you how to get started. Mr. Muhumuza, just that we really appreciate your story. It's really a pleasure always to listen to it. Every time I listen to it, I learn something new. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much. If you're a guest, get back to the person who invited you. They will show you how to get started. Good night and God bless.